I'm looking up songs by bands who've had their show canceled so I can feature them on the canceled shows, which is this show. That's what you're watching. I guess you're supposed to put makeup on when you do a show. I should probably, like, try. Hello! You're sitting at home's... You're sitting at home, social distancing, self-quarantining, and you need more shows to watch. So you found the canceled shows, and we're gonna bring you music by bands whose shows were canceled and keep you a little bit updated on the creative economy during COVID-19, a variety of helpful resources, and how I'm doing. So at first I was gonna cancel my trip out to New Mexico, and then I was like, actually I'll take the trip and then we'll just stay there for a month and make sure my brother's not acting crazy. And yeah, anyway, this is crazy. And to the people that say don't panic, then when panic? When panic? Go buy the toilet, do it. I'm not gonna go buy a bunch of toilet paper, but if you wanna go buy a bunch of toilet paper, go buy a bunch of toilet paper. The important thing is that you stay home. Buy whatever you wanna buy, just stay home. You know, if you had a thing, that's not what we're doing right now. Right now we're flatlining growth so we don't have a problem. And, you know, if you can't do that much, if you can't do the easiest thing, which is nothing, you guys, basically what we are being asked to do right now is nothing. Like, all right, without much further ado, our first song is Heathers by Prism Bitch. They used to be called Prison Bitch, but then they changed it because I guess they thought it was too negative. I was a little sad that they changed it, but then, you know, Prism Bitch, that works too. They're like all members are like a piece of a prism. They're like a Captain Planet team or like the Power Rangers. That's Prism Bitch. Okay, let's go. So as you guys know, Tom Hanks and his wife Rita Wilson are in quarantine in Australia because they got coronavirus. And so Rita Wilson has released a playlist called Quarantunes. That's what these are. I'm playing y'all Quarantunes. It's so funny. Next track is by Sam Miller, who had a house show canceled in New York City, which he was traveling to from San Francisco. He wrote this years ago, and he's re-recorded it, I think. Yeah, it sounds like it. And his brother, Will Miller, he made a video. So Will made a video with both found footage and a little bit of footage of Sam. And he did it really well. Like, I thought the guy on the treadmill was Sam, but it's just some guy. I noticed when I played it, it sort of takes you to the edge of, like, the end of the world, and then it erases everything back. And I don't know if Willie did that because he ran out of footage that he wanted to use, and he was like, well, I'll just reverse it and fill it with time, or if he, like, conceptually was like, oh, let's, like, undo all this damage. And it's, I don't know, it's both, like, apocalyptic and hopeful at the same time, which is their personalities.
That I made it, I'd gone too far, asked the wrong question, forget who you are. I would have given up if only I knew how far it would take me away from you. By the time that I made it, I still wasn't sure. Had too many chances to know who you were. I would have given up if I could see through some realistic picture of you. Time that I made it, I've gone too far, asked the wrong question, forget who you are. I would have given up if only I knew how far it would take me away from you.
This is a good one. I think I'll put Glove on the list of bands with canceled shows. I was just in New York like 2 weeks ago, maybe less, for the Coffee Fest. I'm pretty sure in New York City or New York is right below Washington State for the most cases. Like last I heard yesterday, they had like 400 and something. I don't think they're testing everyone fast enough. New Mexico has testing sites set up and drive-through tent testing sites. I'm like, they're so on it. I really feel like I should be over there. The only thing is I'm scared of flying and catching it. I made this coffee zine to hand out to people at Coffee Fest. Okay, here's a fun one. This is called Art and Coffee. Coffee has a lot of cultural capital because you have to know what to order, the terminology, What does it all mean and the importance of it? The one who knows all of that is the one who has the cultural capital in coffee. So understanding what it means when I order a specific origin or be able to rattle off tasting notes without even having it, or different coffee varietals, gives you a cultural capital with the customer and within the industry. I have more social capital than cultural capital and more cultural capital than economic capital. And that's not uncommon, especially with social capital. People with high levels of economic capital don't necessarily have high levels of social capital. Their social arrangements are based more off of business agreements. So if I'm driving down the street and I get a flat tire, you bet there's 100 people I could call right now who would jump out and help me. But someone with more economic capital than social capital has to pay someone for that help. The deal with cultural capital is Chris has a high degree of it with coffee. People can ask him where to buy it from and what it means, and that cultural capital can then translate into social capital. You can exchange capitals for other capitals, and that is what's so cool about art shows, because you tend to get all three in one room. Okay, this next song is by Glove the band. They are from Tampa.
No words, no reaction, show your sympathy. Catch a glimpse, a chain reaction, show no apathy. A change in personality, stuck underneath the wheel. A change in personality, stuck underneath the wheel. I don't know
all this quarantining is making me hungry, and so I'm making a quesadilla. So Dane from this next band, Jeremy and the Clones, I liked how a few years ago Tampa Festival, Cultural Festival, and this writer went out to review the night of music, and she referred to Tampa as a cultural wasteland, I believe, which Dane did not like, and called her out on social media about how she was a lazy writer and just don't go then if you're not feeling like going out. But I don't know. And then a lot of musicians also like chimed in, and I was like, damn, what a good community. So yeah, Tampa St. Pete area, good music community. So right, but across from Tampa, where Glove is from, across the Howard Franklin Bridge, and it's Frank Land, not Franklin. Like, I think a lot of us say Howard Franklin Bridge, but don't realize it's spelled Frank Land. Yeah, it's Jeremy and the Clones, and their tour's looking shabby. So I thought we could hear their Sun Studios recording from Memphis, Tennessee, birthplace of rock and roll, recording. Thank you, Pyragraph.com. Thank you, Prism Bitch, Sam Miller, Glove, Jeremy and the Clones. I'm Eva Avenue. Stay safe out there. Don't go out if you don't need to. And use this time to create. Make new stuff. Oh, wait a minute. You want to hear the time I made a recording with Drew? sonicgraffiti.bandcamp.com